All right, comfortable sitting position, whatever that is for you. And again, we're not going to stand up today. We're going to stay down. So take a few deep breaths. Nice long inhale. Long exhale. Just bringing yourself into a nice quiet space, into now, into Atta. And then begin to feel the breath. Just noticing where you feel it. Getting a sense for the natural rhythm, the natural length of the components. And then with the arms down by your sides, on the next inhale, feel the rib cage expand and slowly float the arms just to parallel to the ground, to the horizon. And as you exhale, slowly float those arms back down by your side. Again, inhale, feel that expansion. The arms lift gently. Exhale, they float back down. So inhale, this time they go up about 3/4 of the way. Notice how that movement above parallel changes how the spine, how the rib cage feels. Again, inhale, expand, open. And this time the arms go as far overhead as you're comfortable. And again, just feeling that breath, feeling that quality of expansion, and feeling that quality of drawing back in. One more time. And then pause, check in. Notice how inhale feels. So that was inhale emphasis. And then with the next exhale, slowly bring your chin towards your chest. Think about up and over with the neck so your spine stays long. On the inhale, slowly bring it back up. So this is exhale emphasis. So working on mindfulness of that exhale, chin to chest. And then come down a little bit farther. So chin to chest, and maybe you feel your shoulder blades start to come forward. Rib cage starts to come forward. And then inhale, float yourself back up. And again, exhale, slowly beginning to round yourself forward. Inhale back up. And then 2 more times, this time going as far forward as you're comfortable. Feel free to use those hands for support. But feel the spine beginning to move more. And then back up to that tall spine and check in. Notice how the breath feels now. And then please bring yourself onto your back. Feet flat on the ground. Knees up toward the ceiling. Arms comfortably by your side. So we're going to take this into hip rolls, and we're going to add a little pause at the top, and then pause after inhale, and then pause when we get down, and pause after exhale. So just the spine, so the arms can stay wherever's comfortable. So take an inhale here, and take an exhale, let yourself relax. On the next inhale, I want you to begin to slowly lift the hips up, slowly lift vertebrae by vertebrae, open through the chest, and then pause the breath. But keep the neck and shoulders relaxed and the jaw. And then exhale slowly. Release your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then pause, no movement of air at the bottom. Again, inhale, slowly rolling that spine up. Open through the chest, lengthen through the back of the neck, long spine. Pause after inhale, and then exhale, slowly roll the spine down. Pause after exhale. One more time like this. Inhale up. Pause after inhale. Feel that expansion. Hold that expansion. Exhale. Feel that drawing in. And pause after exhale. And then allow the breath to be free. Notice what you feel. And then please bring knees into chest, hands over the tops of the knees, fingers toward your toes. So we're going to work with exhale here and that pause after exhale. So with the next inhale, the knees gently press away. So lengthen out your exhale just a little bit as those knees draw back into your chest. And when you've gotten as deep as you can go, pause the breath. Keep everything relaxed. You're just pausing. No movement of air, no movement of body. Inhale, the knees expand away. Exhale, slowly drawing in, knees in. And again, when you've gotten to the end of your range of motion, pause. Inhale, now make that exhale a little bit longer. And again, it's just about a 2-count pause afterwards. Inhales, whatever it needs to be. Exhale that little bit longer. So we've got 2 more. So continue making exhale just another little bit longer. So the movement slows down. The movement of air out slows down. Your pause is still about a 2-count. And then inhale, expand. Exhale, slowly drawing back in. Nice long exhale here. And then after your pause, slowly release both feet back down to the ground. And check in. See how you feel. From here, please roll over onto your side. Knees and hips are both going to be 90 degrees, somewhere around there. So heels should be near the front edge of the mat. Your back is at the back edge. So starting with the hips, I want you to think about pulling that top hip back, round your low back a little bit, and then slowly turn your rib cage. Once you get there, extend that arm out, take an inhale. Open up the palm, reach the fingertips out. Head can rotate whichever way is more comfortable for you. And then as you exhale, slowly bring everything back to front. Back to the front. There we go. Take an inhale, back to center. Exhale, start with the pelvis. Take that top hip, shift it back. Round your low back. Turn the rib cage. So you're slowly getting into this rotation and deepening it. Inhale, reaching that back arm out. And then exhale, slowly bringing yourself all the way back around to that starting position. You can reaching forward a little bit. And then where you started. One more time here. So inhale, exhale, roll that top hip back a little bit. Round your low back. Turn the rib cage. Reach the arm on inhale. And then exhale, use those obliques to pull yourself back. So check in, see how you feel. And then slowly, please rotate to the other side. So again, knees and hips both at 90 degrees. Check in once you're there. Just a few breaths. Again, spine should be near the back edge, knees and hips, or knees and heels near the front edge. All right, so starting with just that arm stays down. Take an exhale. Take that top hip, shift it back, round your low back, turn the rib cage, and then the arm extends. Stay here. Enjoy that inhale and the stretch, and then exhale. Use those obliques to pull yourself back. Again, start with exhale. That hip pulls back. You round the low back, turn the rib cage. Inhale, reach. Enjoy that inhale, expand, exhale, back around. Let's do one more time. Shift the hip, round the low back, turn the rib cage. So notice each component doing its own thing here. So not worried so much about lengthening the breath, just using it with the movements. And then check in. And then you're going to come to face down. Nose is hovering. You can also rotate the head to the side if you prefer. If you're rotating the head, just make sure you alternate directions. All right, so legs are long. Take a few breaths and get used to this position. Make sure your hands are comfortable where they are so the shoulders should stay relaxed, but you can also pull those shoulder blades back and in. All right, so when you're ready, on inhale, you're slowly going to push the breastbone forward, long through the low back, pull back with the arms. It's kind of like you're trying to inch yourself toward the top of your mat. Back of the neck stays lengthened, and then release yourself down on exhale. Just that much again. Inhale, push the breastbone forward, stay long through the low back. Exhale and slowly release yourself down. So now we're going to lengthen out, inhale just a little bit. So take that inhale, slow your movement down. Feel yourself expand into that gentle extension. Exhale and release. Again, inhale, shoulder blades back, pull back with the arms, push the breastbone forward. And this time for 2, we're going to add a pause after the inhale. So again, just a 2 count. So when you're ready, keep that breath the length you had just created. Pause, feel that lift maybe continue, and then exhale, slowly release down. And again, inhale, pull back, push forward, long breath in, pause for 2 counts, make sure the low back is good, and then slowly release down. Check in, see how you feel. And then please press yourself to all fours. Sometimes wardrobe planning just doesn't go as planned. Okay, so from here, hands into the shoulders, knees into the hips. Again, feel that inhale, push the breastbone forward, pause after inhale. Exhale, you're beginning to pull the tailbone toward the wall behind you. You're allowing the spine to round. You're dropping the elbows down first, forehead and then hips, and then sit back and pause the breath. Just that 2 count, and then inhale. Same extension we were just doing. Push the breastbone forward, pull back with those arms. That brings you back to all fours. Pause for 2. Exhale, slowly sit yourself back. And again, pause for 2. Inhale forward. This time let's pause for 3. And then exhale, pull back. Pause for 4. Inhale, bring yourself forward. Pause for 3. Exhale, pull yourself backwards. Pause for 4. And this time, let's make it 4 and 4. So inhale, bringing yourself forward. Hold the breath for 4. Neck and shoulders and jaw relaxed. And then exhale, pull back. Again, pause for 4. One more time through, just like that. Pause for 4. exhale, moving back. Pause for 4. And then slowly bring yourself back to all fours. Check in for a breath or two. See how you're feeling. And then please bring yourself around onto your back. Feet flat on the ground again. Switch directions so my neck stays happy. And again, noticing what you feel here. So bring your feet and your knees together. So just one more asana before we go into our meditation. So with an inhale, you're slowly going to let your knees open out into Supta Baddha Konasana. Pause gently. And then exhale slowly. Bring your knees back together. Pause gently. So this time, not necessarily controlling the length of any component, but have all 4 components there. So you have the inhale, you have the pause, that's the retention, you have exhale, you have suspension. So again, no movement of air on those pauses. You may actually start to feel like you're still continuing in motion as you get used to doing these pauses, and that's actually fabulous. Let's do 2 more like this. Take your time. And when you're done, check in. Feet go a comfortable distance apart. And over the next few breaths, bring yourself to sitting. Again, comfortable sitting, whatever works for you here. Once you're there, check in for a few breaths. Hopefully you feel a little different than you did at the beginning. Go back to the awareness of your breath. Notice 4 components. So that space, that pause in between the breaths might be just really minuscule, but notice that. And we're going to work on expanding that part in particular today. So allowing inhale and exhale to be whatever's comfortable here as we go. After your next inhale, add in a 2-count pause. And after your next exhale, again, a 2-count pause. So you're just going through inhale, whatever's comfortable, 2-count pause, exhale, 2-count pause. And again, if your breath is a different speed than what I'm cueing, feel free to breathe at your rate. You may get in more, you may get in less. And again, that's fine. You're getting the intention, and that is the most important thing. All right, now we're going to take your pause after exhale and make it a 4-count. So after inhale, it's still 2. Exhale, pause for 4. Inhale, feel yourself expand slowly, gently. Pause, exhale, pause. And you should notice that naturally your exhale is longer than your inhale. For most people, that's true, not for everybody. But again, that longer exhale is where we get an automatic response to relax. This time you can keep exhale at 4 if you'd like, or you can take it to the pause after exhale at 6. Feel the breath slowly. Hold 2. Exhale, whatever you need to be. Pause for 6. If you're finding you're at the end of that 6, go back down to 4. Again, this should be comfortable. You should be able to keep neck and jaw relaxed, breath still, continuous without having to take those extra breaths. So back it down if you need to. All right, so we're keeping the pause after exhale at 6. We're going to work on increasing pause after inhale. So I'd like you to go to 4 if you can. If that's too much, do 3. As we bend at 2. Feel that quality of expansion. Feel that continuation of expansion when you're holding that breath. That holding. Exhale. Feel yourself draw in. Feel that continuation of that motion. Make sure the neck and shoulders are staying relaxed. Again, going for a smoothness of breath here. And if you're comfortable with what we've got so far, let's try to increase the pause after inhale to 6. Let's do 2 more rounds like this. So this is a giving your body time to process and figure it out. And then taking it back to comfortable inhale. 2 count pause. Comfortable exhale. 2 count pause. It's kind of like a cool down here. Instead of just completely dropping it, let your body come back to, oh, we started here. Feel how comfortable this feels now. And then allow the breath to go to effortlessness. On the next inhale, go ahead and move the legs out, stretch the feet out, and bring yourself into forward fold. Release the spine, drop the chin. Add just a little right of the breath at least. So inhale, you're lifting up gently. Exhale, go a little deeper. And again, if you feel it appropriate for you to add those little pauses after inhale, exhale, feel free to. And then please bring yourself down onto your mat. I have a timer going off. My apologies. Into whatever position allows you to release, to relax, to let go. So just feel yourself. Effortless breath. Allow yourself to open up, to relax, to let go. Allowing your mind to be still if it wants to be still. Let it be free if it wants to be free. Allow your body to process what you've done. That is the purpose of this Shavasana, of this rest. To create a still point so the body learns. And then slowly begin to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Bringing yourself back into your body slowly. Gently begin to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about. Move about as you need, rolling over onto whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then slowly bring yourself to whatever seated position is most comfortable. Noticing how you've changed since we started class, how this hopefully feels different. And then hands to Anjali Mudra. And I honor you for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti. Namaste.